Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad, Supercoach Pro, and today we are doing a live stream. It's been a long time since I've done a solo live stream. I do apologise. I was meant to do one probably this week earlier, but I've been doing a lot of OT. In fact, too much overtime. So, look, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream with Shorty last Wednesday. That was a bit of fun to do something different and, yeah, meet the great man in person. I think it's only been third time since. So, yeah, now trades for this week. I don't even know what to do. I've been looking at my side over and over this week, and it's almost a week where you could probably hold your trades. And I'm still contemplating whether I do that or if I just move Sweet and Darcy on. I don't even know if I can afford all the upgrades. I've tried to do a little bit of buy planning in my notes, but it's not looking great. So I kind of need those mid-season draft rookies, or else I'm kind of screwed. So I've got a list of 6 players on my cull list. I don't even know which ones to sort of get rid of in which order. I mean, there's Wilson that I can probably hold, but his break even's pretty high, but he plays West Coast. There's Harley Reid that plays St Kilda in North in the next 2, so his break even's only 50, so I can probably hold him too. Combin's got like a low break even as well. It's what, 48? No, I thought it was lower than that. But anyway, it reckons 48. Richards got injured, so that's a killer. I can't really move him on unless it was a 100k rookie that comes onto the scene in the next week or two. Breville's only 205, so I can't do anything there. Sharp's 398. I can get rid of Sharp if I wanted to because he got the bye next week, but he does got a break even of 60, and he's been scoring like 80s and 90s. And then Closey, he's got a break even of 71, but a high ceiling means he could also smoke it. So the only obvious ones out of my team, if I undo my changes, I've got 227k in the bank, which isn't enough to do 2 upgrades, especially with Sweet and Darcy. Sweet and Darcy doesn't leave me a great deal. What does it even leave with? Sweet and Darcy gives me 916, so like 460 per player. And there's nothing you can do with that this week. Unless you trade in some forwards, I could grab a Kerno, and I don't even know. A Kerno and a Jezza, but I've got no confidence in a Jezza or Mackay on current form, but their fixtures going through would be nice. So I don't know what to do with my side. It's a weird week, but I feel the definite need to move on a few players, and I just don't know which ones at this time. Maybe the team sheets tomorrow night will give me a better understanding on where to go and what to do. If I look at my best 18, undo my changes, how many players do I got? Optimize button. Hi, Charge. I'm good, thanks, mate. How are you? It's a bit of a late one. I was meant to jump on about half an hour ago, but I was on another stream just having a bit of a view, seeing what's going on. Did a bit of a Macca's run, got myself a double cheeseburger and a McFlurry M&M one, so that was handy. So best 18 this week. I've actually got a full squad. Is that even possible? That doesn't make sense. I really got nobody out. I've actually got, if Garcia gets named, we've got pretty much 21 players if Garcia is playing, but if he's not, I've got 20. So I don't need to make trades, but Darcy's break even's huge. It's 95, and he doesn't play well at Marvel for some reason, which doesn't make sense to me. So I think he's got to go. Sam Darcy. Don't even know which forwards I'd want from here if I just look at pure forwards. Obviously, Zorko's an obvious one in my team that I don't have. Rankin, I'm not actually keen. I know everyone else, creator-wise, is keen on Rankin, but for me, just does a hammy, and then you want to bring him back in after his hammy for him to re-aggravate the hammy. Not sure. Waterman looks good apart from last week's score. Mackay's got a good fixture, so does Kerno. I'm hot on Myers. I like Ryan Myers. I like Kerno, and I like Caldwell. I don't really like anybody else. I think Dylan Moore's too hot and cold. Bolton's the right price, but he's out, and he's a guy you want to loop because he can produce a 30. Toby Green's 30 years old and he's on his bye, so I don't think I could go there. Fordyne looks crap. I mean, almost looking at it, I could almost hold Harley Reid. He's the 15th averaging forward. What's the 5-round average? And Wilson's 5-round average is 15th as well. Like maybe you just hold them and you don't even trade them out. I don't even know. I'll have a look into it a bit later. What are your thoughts on whether or not Graham will play? I think from what I'm getting from everybody else, everyone else reckons he'll play. I don't think he will play, to be honest. Taj, I can't see it. I don't know. I don't know why, but I feel like if he was going to play, it was going to be last week when they supposedly rested him, but they just dropped him and didn't say it. So, yeah, Graham. Gold Coast rookies probably need to go anyway because that round 14 bye for most teams is going to suck. Yeah, good question, Kanga Jacob. Hey, I haven't seen you around before, so thanks for jumping on. Maybe you saw me on Shorty's Live, I'm not sure. Salem. Look, Salem's a weird one. For me, look, I think he's a guy that you probably, I think is a short-term fix. I feel like he's a couple of weeks away from aggravating a hammy again or whatever. He's got so bad soft tissue history, injury-wise, like he can't put a full season together. So he's got a negative break-even of 16, I believe. The role's okay, but he scored well against St Kilda, who leaked the most points to defenders, as we know. And then he played West Coast the week before. He's 345k. I think he's only really a buy player to make you potentially 100k, score well over the buys, and he could be a nice swing. And if he stays, 8-week period, then you've done well and you've got a decent D7 M9. I don't know if we should be taking a punt on a guy at that price. Maybe if he was 250, I'd probably go there, but 345 is a bit awkward. I don't even really know his role either. Like he's not really getting CBA. He's not taking kick-ins. I actually like his mate, who's going to be about 30k cheaper next week, and that's Stephen May again. He produced a really poor score 2 weeks ago, but May's going to be 420k. I'd almost rather pay an extra 70k next week and grab May, which I'm actually considering, to be honest, because he's a guy that can average 95 and be a nice D7 if you're looking that way inclined. But yeah, Alex mentions Sweet Out. Yeah, it sucks. I've got him as well. So he was probably the only play if you had, like myself, a Jackson owner, and you could sort of swing him in and out if he was named, and then swing Jackson to the ruck line to cover Sweet's donut, etc. So that's why I took a punt on it. But I don't think it gives me confidence that Sweet will come back in. Like he's got the bye the week after, unless Soldo gets injured tomorrow night. He's probably not back in. Like where is he on the emergencies? He's first in line for emergencies. So unless they pull late out, I think you just pulled the trigger. Looks like they're going to run Soldo, and I can't see Sweet being a laid in for anybody unless he's a laid in for who came into that side. Unless he's laid in for Charlie Dixon or something like that, and they play the both of them, which they have before. Wurioli's no good. Rosie injured, so Rosie would be good after his bye, I think. I know people that have him don't want him, of course, but if you told me at the start of the year I could go from Rosie to Closey in just about one trade, I wouldn't believe you. So I think players that you don't have that are scoring so bad for injury purposes, like Tom Green, I'm looking at next week, and you can't talk me out of it. I've already looked at Tom Green for 490k to finish off my midfield, and I don't think there's there's much risk in a player at 490. That's why I grabbed Oliver at 480. So I'm not disappointed with the odd 90 score here and there. So the lower you buy these players for, the less disappointed you are instead of paying 600k for a guy that's going to, do a Houston output. Look at Houston. Everyone bought him in last week, scores a 77. Whereas if you grab an Oliver or someone like that for 150k less or 100k less and they produce that score, you're not really disappointed because you picked up for value instead of paying full price all the bloody time. And good point, Jonas. He's just mentioned in the comment. Oh, I forgot I can put these up too now because I'm in StreamYard. My live wasn't working in YouTube Live again for whatever bipolar reason. Jonas says Salmon 14 marks for his 121. Yeah, that probably should be a lot higher for 14 marks, shouldn't it? Can't get that all the time. E.g. Billings 15 marks round 2, correct. And then Melbourne like to get the ball in his hands so he can kick it into the forward half. Yeah, I agree with that. But wager injury prone. Agreed on all those fronts, Jonas. So yeah, for me, I'm not doing it. I mean, if you don't got a much risk to do and you're like 4 primos away from doing the upgrade, sure. But I think I'm 5 away, so I'm in no position to take a sale on punt. Hey Brad, should I VC Dacos or Bonds? Good question, Zach. I haven't really thought too much because I'm almost going Stewart into Gorn, believe it or not, even though I hate him. But if I had to take a punt, I think I like Bont better if I didn't look at the statistics behind it. I'll have a look. Dacos went 139 last year in Marvel. They play at Marvel. What's Dacos's venues like at Marvel? He's only played Marvel once this year, so I can't get a venue read. Dacos is going to be in the engine room with no Pendlebury, no DeGoey. He'll probably be the main CBA guy. I think you can't go wrong either way, to be honest, but I'm not sure who will have the biggest ceiling for the game. I mean, Bond's got no Richards beside him, no Wibber. He'll just have Trelaw. You're probably basing it on who you think wins the hitouts out of DCAM in English for the hitout to advantage. Probably Bont, I think, if I had to pick. That's a very hard question, Zach. It's probably the one everyone's thinking. I think most content creators are going Dacos in saying that for whatever reason. So I think they're more confident in him, I suppose, because he's probably more consistent than Bont. Bont will just, drop a low ton, whereas we've seen a few 130s from Dacos now. So, flip a coin on that one. I don't really know. If I wasn't studying on the pick, I'd probably go Bont over Dacos. Jonas, Will Graham is dead. Yeah, for now, only had 9 disposals in the first half. Wow. 25 total, and the game was over. Yeah, okay. Good one, Jonas. Thanks for that. Didn't know that. Is this in the VFL stats? I assume you can have a look per quarter. Oh no, what have you written here? Fragina and Ratkins dominated and would be ahead of him. Yes, Rory Atkins and you're talking about Fiora, whatever his name is. Yeah, I saw that as well. I saw they played a better game than Graham, so I agree. I don't think Graham comes back in this week. So yeah. Anyway, what do we got now, Jack? How's it going, legend? Yeah, good. Thanks, Jack. With Sweet out, I need to get an R2. Yeah. Bit of a weird one, but I don't mind Darcy Cameron shout without Mason Cox for 6 weeks. I like it too, Jack. I was about to call you Zach. I like the decam thing. The issue is, so what round is it after round 6 rounds? Would be round 18. So for the last 6 rounds, who did Collingwood play? I suppose that's the question. And he probably scores similar to a Marshall anyway. Like, his scores actually pretty decent as a ruck. I mean, this is his scoring. So Darcy Cameron's solo ruck will be against... Oh, this is not good, I don't think, Jack. I mean, it would be a good matchup for English. I think he'll dominate that one. But then he's against Gawn, so that won't be fun for him. Then he's against Cherry. That probably won't be great either because Cherry's a pretty good ruckman. Then he's got Wits, Goldie, who Goldie and Draper did a number on him last time. Then he's got the Cats, which would be Conway, which would be easy beat up. But then he's got Hawthorn, Meek, Nank. No, I don't think I like it. I haven't looked into it until now properly, but he's got Pitney and whatever his name is, DeConning. Then he's got Grundy, McInerney, and then he's got Gorn again. I don't think we do it, Jack. I just don't like his fixture. I haven't thought about that fixture regard, but his ceiling has a very high ceiling. 133, 128, and 120. I think I'd rather pay up. Would I go Cherry or Grundy? I don't even know who R2 is from here on. My gut feel says English and then Marshall. What's Cherry been doing? Why is Cherry so overhyped? No, I don't like Cherry. Cherry can get stuffed. Don't like that. What do I think of Wits? Wits is an interesting one. Wits is probably more interesting than Cherry. Marshall's annoying. I think I'd rather pay the 50k and go English from here on out. Does Marshall play Melbourne again though? Oh, and then English has got Melbourne this week anyway. Wait. I think the Marvel run though is so tempting as well. Marshall or English, Jack. I think I've probably English for the price, so for 70k cheaper. Puffish, guess who's back, baby? Yes, you are back, mate. Guess who's also back on a live stream? I don't think I've done a live stream by myself in a week and a half. Feels forever. I literally said no OT tonight to my boss, and he said, "Why is that?" I said, "Because I'm going live." He said, "OnlyFans?" I said, "No, not OnlyFans, you weirdo." He didn't actually say that. That'd be pretty strange. I'd probably report him if he was asked me that. That'd be weird. Anyway, don't know why I'm going there. It's bloody late at night. Jonas, go. Bloody Collingwood keep whinging about injuries. Bulldogs have Norton, Webber, Bailey, Smith, Waitman, Johannesson, Edridges is out too. Are you a Dogs man, Jonas? I get the feeling you might be. But good point. The Dogs are still shite. Pubfish, Hawks, of course, that is. Oh, the Hawks. Oh, mate. It's just because you're their bogey team, the Lions. So my team can't even get a bloody win anyway. Jack, yeah, fair enough. I didn't look at the fixture. Yeah, let me have a look at English's fixture, though. Did I even look at English or not? English doesn't have Melbourne this weekend. I'm a moron. He's got Collingwood, which he'll probably play well. Mac, Oscar. And then he's got, oh no, he's got Freo after that. Cherry. Soldo should be fine. How many games at Marvel does... I think I like English over Romo. I'll flip a coin. Who's Rowan Marshall got, though? Oh, Rowan Marshall's got a way better fixture, though. He's got West Coast twice, so he could do anything. I don't know. I'm so... whatever. If I see that Macintosh there, puffer, I'll get to that in a second, but I'm probably going to lose my mind. Jonas, I'm going Bont VC into Gorn. Good to know that, Jonas, because my gut said Bont before having a look at the Dacos and Bont matchup that was asked about a second ago. Daniel, how about those Hawks? Yep, how about those bloody Hawks? Yep, Steve would be loving that. He went to the game with DR if you didn't already see that, so that would have been fun for DR. Puffish, Gordon against Freo. Jackson and Darcy is ballsy, but I'd be Big Maxi, I guess. But it is Big Maxi, I guess. Yeah, I mean, Max Gorn can do anything with a calf, without a calf. He doesn't even need the calf, apparently. Max Gorn's just so good to watch. He's, honestly, I don't know. I haven't seen a better ruckman since Dean Cox. Jonas Goat. Here we go. Puffer, Brad, the milkman's #1 viewer. Is Puffer my #1 viewer? I'd say I don't know who is, but everyone commenting is probably in the top 5. You guys are the regs. So yeah, I do appreciate it. And even the new faces as well. Tell you what though, that live stream with Shorty was wild. I didn't even get to see half the chats because he's got like 4K subs and the chats were going nuts. Like you couldn't even read one without it going like yeah, anyway, I literally was overwhelmed, but it was a good stream and I didn't fuck it up as you guys thought I would. I didn't get under pressure. I couldn't stop laughing my head off because he's a pretty funny man to be around. Anyway, Puffish, you know what, mate? You absolutely know it. Jonas loves it. Puffish getting excited about the Hawks. Of course he is. Oh no. I got something that will blow the non-extension hair off your big bad, Brad. Off your head, sorry, I should say. Cannon McIntosh is the name. Don't do it, mate. He's a winger. I think the ball just went on that side a little bit more than he'd normally see. So I'm pretty sure he's about 30 years old. He looks like he's 50. He looks like a war veteran. But the bloke's useless. He hasn't been good since his debut game where he kicks 3 goals against Carlton. Those 30 scores in his system, I'm not even going to go there. That's a full games. He hasn't, and then they use him as a sub as well. He's a huge sub risk and huge to be dropped. When we get all our players back, he's not in the best 22. The bloke can't kick the ball. He kicks it out in the full. The only good thing about McIntosh is his running capacity. Wow, I can't speak. And he's marking, and that's literally it. He's a really bad set shot. So, yeah, no, don't go McIntosh. If I'm not bringing him in, I wouldn't recommend you don't bring him in either. I'd rather Sutherland and these Collingwood rookies at 200k than that. Jack, Brisbane haven't beaten the Hawks in 5 games. It's a joke. Lions are cooked. Oh, yep. Oh, Jack. Also, this man on screen, Jack, messaged me the other day on the old X, aka Twitter. He goes, "Where's your round review?" I said, "Mate, it's all right. I'm getting around to it. I've just had a huge day Monday. Had a 6-hour drive to drop off my boy, and then to start work and do a 10-hour shift as well, and then another 10-hour shift the next day. So I've been a busy man. Suppose everyone in the comments has a kid or kids knows how hectic it can be, and trying to do a live stream every week is pretty bloody hard to do a video on time as well when you got other things going on. Jonas, what are we going for? The Botanical? St Kilda, apathetic. Only team with no injury list. I saw that. They've only got 2 injuries. Ross Hine and he's... You kill me with these huge words here, mate. Rolodex of excuses. Having said that, I'm actually tipping them this week. Well, against West Coast, I think you would, but nothing would surprise me West Coast this year. It feels like they might have been tanking for the last year. Good cheese. It's good to see you, mate. I'm going well. Thanks, mate. Going well. I actually had a bit of brie cheese the other night, so I actually love cheese. I'm addicted to that and camembert. Thanks to my best friend Serena. Cam, your stream with Shorty was brilliant, bro. Thanks, Cam. Mate, it was the most natural, what do you call it, potty I've ever done. I didn't have to think about anything, and it was just coming to my head. And we vibed well. We actually vibed really well. I rocked up to his house with a bottle of milk and a Geelong mug, as I told you guys on his stream, and this is like catching up with like a normal friend almost. I'd never been to his house before, of course, and I've only met him at the goal kicking competitions. But yeah, got there in 5 to 10 minutes. He's like, should we start this stream? I'm like, sure, fire away. Has a big mic set up there and whatever, and fired away. So hopefully I'll do another stream with him again. Hopefully he'd be asleep right now, so probably not catching his stream. But he told me he's been listening to my streams. So I was pretty excited about that when he told me that. He better not be gaslighting me though, Shorty, if you're telling me you are and you're not. But yeah, he's been having them on on his laptop while he's been doing some housework or whatever. But yeah, Theo, Sutherland and Fraser. This is the Bulldogs and Collingwood rookie. Or do you like the Tigers rookie? I'm thinking to bring. Should I go Walsh instead? This is a two-part question. I'm thinking to bring in. Should I go Walsh instead? Out of the three rookies in order, I think I like Sutherland. No, I probably like Fraser. Joel first. I think he's cheaper. He's got DPP. Then Sutherland, and then probably the Richmond rookie because we've got Taranto and others coming back in soon in the next couple of weeks. And once we get midfielders back in, I think he'll be the sub. So probably not hot on whatever our bloody Richmond rookie's name now. I've gone blank. So I wouldn't go to the Tigers one, mate. I think he's 198k. But I think when Taranto comes in, he's the sub. Jonas, did you see Shorty's 300 ml choc video at work? Do you do flavoured milk or just regular? No, I haven't seen the 300 ml choc video. Is it on his what do you call it? I'm having mental blanks tonight. I've done too many hours in the last 3 days. I assume it's on his TikTok, Jonas. I'm butchering words like Nick Martin on the wing. Liam Dow. What's going on, Liam? Any of the mid-season rookies going to be good pickups? Oh, look, I'll be honest. I don't know a lot about these mid-season rookies. What I can tell you is I think the North Melbourne one and the two Richmond ones will all play pretty early on. I wouldn't even be surprised if the Richmond ones were named this weekend. What is it, Blytell? What is his name? I'm not good with the rookies. I'm not your rookie man, to be honest. When it comes to rookies in mid-season draft, I'm not the streamer you want for that. I'll be completely honest about that. I'm not going to pretend I do. But North Melbourne, Geordie Payne, I think he will get an early game. It's North Melbourne at the end of the day. Richmond, Jacob Blight, he's the one I think will get a game before the other bloke that we've got. He's a key defender, 196 centimetres, so he'll be like a 102k rookie, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets named in the next week or two. The other guys, I don't think I know too much. I'd have to actually DM some of the other guys who got in a big group chat that other creators are in that know more about rookies. Like, I mean, you look at Spills, he's a rookie man in terms of super coach. He knows his rookies really well. So I probably have to pick the brains of those guys. There's another guy, JD as well. He knows rookies. I might have to bounce off the other streamers for that, mate, because I honestly could not tell you. But in all honesty, if they're named around 14, I'll be picking them up anyway. I think those rookies as well, it's just really the bottom teams are the ones that are going to use them. And you're probably looking at the ones that are over 20 years old. You're probably not going to pick an 18-year-old ruckman like Collingwood picked up in the draft. Like, you'll know the difference between a long-term prospect and a short-term, Mr. Fix-It guy. Like, a guy that's 23 years old is a, key position player. They're probably going to play now. Whereas like an 18-year-old 201 centimetre player is not going to logically play this year. You wouldn't think. They're probably just getting him ahead of the draft. So that's my thoughts on that. But generally the lower teams will grab the rookies. So a bit of a shit answer, but that's the only way I can think about that one. Liam. Pubfish, West Coast mid-season draft. Seems like, there we go, like someone who could put out a big score and is playing for West Coast. So I reckon he's a good option in the coming weeks. Don't reckon he'll score big in a West Coast outfit though, Puffer. But yes, good shout. Oh, man. What are we going on? Jack, we all appreciate the effort you do every week, mate. All of us regulars are here. Yeah, thanks, Jack. I do appreciate that. Yeah, it is good seeing you all here. It bloody makes my week, especially when I've done 30 hours in 3 days, and that's why my brain doesn't read words. I don't really like cheese. Told you Slam was a good trade. His break even was 88, so I didn't go there last week. I probably should have, but that 121 saved my life, says Cheese. I can't believe you went there for that score too. Like, you picked him up at his basement price and he bangs out a 121. I scored all right this week. I actually went up in the ranks. I'm in the top 7,000K thereabouts now. Puffish, stream with Shorty may have been the best day of my life, Brad. Look, yours and mine too. Yeah, Jonas. I actually don't do flavored milk at my work. I don't know if I answered that. I only do full cream and light and full cream organic, and I gave Shorty a full cream organic 2 litre as I walked in the door. Weirdest thing ever, rocking up to somebody's house and having a 2 litre milk with your name written on it, being like, "Here, mate, here's some milk." But I know he likes his cornflakes, so I didn't forget. And his Milos. Puffer, it was bloody fun. I messaged him the funniest stuff in the last few days too. It's too wild to talk about on my stream, but mate, it's been funny. I'm gonna have to catch up and have a drink with him in Geelong because we're not too far apart actually, funnily enough. Mirror to Walsh. Merit, Theo. Merit. Merit for me. If price and money didn't matter, I'd go Merit every day of the week. Jonas Goat, Shorty is watching your stream in his... Is he? Okay. I'm nervous now. I might have to block him on Messenger. No, just kidding. Jack, cheers. Sorry, cheese. Surely Noah Anderson is the most annoying player to own. Because I don't really like cheese got Noah. Because Noah is... He can't deal with a tag. He gets a 50, then he gets a 150, then he gets a 50 and a 150. Oh, I hate it. Couldn't do it. I don't know what I'd do if I had him in my side. What do we got here? YouTube short vid. Ah, right, okay. With all the dollar signs, you really make my brain wig out at the moment. Do you work at a milk factory? Yes, I provide Aldi milk world. I was going to say worldwide. I don't think Aldi are worldwide, are they? Are they? I don't know. Now I'm confused. Anyway, Aldi milk is not too bad. But yeah, it's a bit of a brain dead job sometimes. Like I listen to podcasts and all kinds of stuff. Like I can literally listen to an earpiece for 8 hours a day at my job because you don't have to work with customers and whatnot. So it's not too bad. And then I get to listen to a few other Supercoach things on Spotify, and that would normally tell me about rookies. And that's what I've been waiting for, but no one's really been talking about rookies. So I think it'll be like on Spotify Monday, Tuesday, and might have a gaze to some of these guys like who are they? Supercoach elitists. They're bloody funny to listen to. Because sometimes you don't got enough time to watch YouTube videos and skip all these bloody adverts that come on. And then there's, if you type in Supercoach and Spotify, there's a few. They go for an hour and a half. So don't know what your attention span's like, but they're generally pretty good. Only thing that I can say is if you watch too many of them and everyone has the same opinion, and then you all might make the same mistake the same week. So sometimes it's best to only have a few and not too many because, yeah, you sort of stay away from your gut feeling if you listen to too many. But I listen to them purely for like rookies or something I may have missed. It does help me, that's for sure, especially Twitter. I feel like the more resources, the better you are, the better you get at Supercoach. So not to say you can't listen to 10. Just time's a huge factor with it, isn't it? Jonas Goat, I'm trading Darcy and Sweet to Frudger and Sicily or English. I think I like English better, Jonas. But probably Sicily want a different D6. Makes sense. Look, Sicily's got a good fixture, but I've harped on about dislocating my shoulder multiple times. And I did mine in December, and I'm not confident with my own shoulder, and it's been 6 months, and I only hit PBs about a month and a half, 2 months ago. So, yeah. And my shoulder still feels a little bit funny, and that was a long time ago. Maybe because I've done it 3 times now, but I wouldn't be confident in Sicily pick at any minute. I feel like he gets a heavy knocked out shoulder and it's coming back out again, and he's out for a few weeks. I don't even know how he came back after 2 weeks from that stinger, because anyone else in the chat has dislocated his shoulder. They know how painful that thing is. I'd rather break my arm than dislocate my shoulder, put it that way. Pupfish, so this is what I'm thinking. Oh no, This better not be including McIntosh. I'm thinking of for my trades this week. Sweet Cherry out. Why are you trading out Cherry to English and then either Frederick or McIntosh? Pufferfish. I mean this with love. Please do not trade out Cherry. Not for English. Doesn't make sense. Now you're picking Fraser over McIntosh. Please don't bloody pick McIntosh. I'll scratch my eyes out at the end of the video. Don't pick McIntosh, please. He's useless. I don't know what I can and can't say, but I hate him more than any other Richmond player you can imagine, regardless of his bloody premierships. He's the most useless premiership player I've ever seen in my life. I don't even know how he's got to how many games he's played. Seriously. Better lose my marbles. So, I still have Sam Darcy who can go next week. I think Darcy goes this week, though. Puffer. Gives me 18 on the field. Oh, I just seen who's in the chat. Hello, Shorty. I'll get to you in a second. I can't believe he's not in there. It's a bit past his bedtime, but this is funny as shit. Jonas Goat, how close are you to Shawnee's? Give me $100 and I'll give you his address, Jonas. No, just kidding. For me, like 20, 25, 10 if you drive like me. Jimmy, hey again, Jimmy's Doodles team here. No worries. Do you want me to have a look at your team later on? Because I can do that. If so, I might actually just do DMs in Twitter. So if you do want me to have a look at your teams, DM me your team name in Twitter and I'll have a look individually there. Give me more time and no pressure to do it in a stream. So Supercoach Pro 91. I don't know like cheese. Yeah, sure is, Jack. I'll have my ass off. That's why I have 9 primo mids so I can whip him every week. His ceiling scores are too good to trade. Fair point. Yep, you'd have to loop a player like his caliber because he's a fruit loop. He can't handle a tag and he's got a weird mo. Theo, Merritt, and Joel, and Sutherland for Garcia, Darcy, and Sweet. I like it, Theo. That's one of the best comments you've said, actually. I love that. Shorty Supercoach, what's going on, big dog? Oh, the man with the greatest mo. Sore shoulders, likely strained from extreme Tinder swiping. What a dangerous unit. And here's the thing, Shorty, if you're still listening, my friend, that chick that I messaged you that wild opening to, I don't know how she replied to that because she shouldn't have needed to. I'm actually seeing her tomorrow. I'm going to get a coffee, and she lives not far from my house. I was about to say what suburb I'm in, but I probably won't this time in case some other weirdo decides to show up at that time. So I'm going to grab a coffee because she reckons she makes a good caramel latte. I'll pop in and say hello. And then from there, I can view if I want to go on a date or not with her. So I need to get cat food. So she's literally in the same vicinity as that. So my shoulders are pretty sore from carrying last week's stream, Shorty. I'm just kidding, mate. We'll have to do another stream, mate, because it was bloody fun. Pufffish, Sicily needs shoulder Rico. Is that what they said? Far out. That's not good. He's going to have no off season, by the way, because I need one as well. But they are saying they're trying to maintain it until the end of the season, then give surgery. Oh, mate, yeah, he won't be doing any contact for 6 months if that's the case. So, yeah, I don't know who told you that, Puff, but that's crazy. I need one as well, and I wish I played for a footy club so they could pay for it. Maybe I'll start rapping because now I'm Eminem basically. So, no, just kidding. Cam, yes, I've thought about this one as well. Brian Tinkle, he played for Port, I believe, didn't he? Will be a good pickup for someone in the mid-season draft. I think he got drafted. I think he did get drafted tonight. I'm pretty sure North Melbourne picked him up, Cam. I was looking at it. Jonas Goat, Brad the Milkman, Shorty. Oh, man. Wow, Jonas. Shorty Supercoach, what's going on? What do we got here? Just thought I'd drop in. I even butchered your comment. I'd drop on. Got to get some sleep. Have a good one, mate. No worries, Shorty. Thanks for jumping on. I'll catch you on your stream. When's your stream? Yours is on a Wednesday generally. Hey, you would have been streaming. You streamed yesterday, didn't you? Oh, I don't know what's going on. You and your glasses of water. I spiked your water, by the way, Shorty. So if you have diarrhea or vomiting or potentially falling asleep at work, it may have been me. Puffish, to Shorty. He's getting excited. Everyone's excited to see ya. Jimmy Rouse still top 8 mid by the end. Is that what you mean? Yes, I think he would be, Jimmy, for sure. I'm actually considering getting him in this week. Shorty's got a lot of love for the pufferfish. A lot of love for the puff. I think everyone does. Although it reminds me of P. Diddy every time I think of Puff, which is probably not a good thing at this time of whatever you call it. Well, anyway, probably shouldn't go down that track. It's pretty dark. Brad, I need help to explain to DM on Twitter. Yeah, well, I'm not the greatest technology kind of person. Yeah, I don't even have a mic like Shorty. I literally speak into my MacBook and it somehow delivers this quality sound that's coming through. But you literally go into their profile and go Supercoach Pro 91. Wait, I'll go into someone else's. And then there's a little inbox button. Maybe I'll look at this person. So, for example, I'm looking at Corey. I go into his, and then there's this little, what do you call it, like a little mailbox thing. That's scary. You can even call them or video call them. Do not do that, please, because I will not answer. But, or I might. You never know. And then, yeah, you just press that button. If not, just Google on YouTube how to DM somebody on Twitter, aka X. But yeah, that's one way to do it. Jonas Shokini, when are you going to drive over to Brad's place and do? He doesn't want to do a live stream here. I doubt. I'd rather go to his setup because my setup is a one-seater couch and he's not sitting on my lap. I don't even. I could do it in my living room, but my internet's choppy as like. We're talking. I think I've had 2 streams drop out, and I can't have that in front of the goat. He'd be like, "What is with your internet, mate?" Puffish, Shorty, how much chocolate milk did you consume today? He wants to know all the details, mate. Hopefully soon, mate. Yeah, hopefully soon. When our plans align, I know you're a busy man. Hopefully, things are going well for you too, because I've got some more stories to come. Some more stories. You're gonna love them. FPL. Oh, what's going on, FPL? I haven't seen you in a little while. Hey, everyone, how are we? Oh, he's still here. He's still past his bedtime. And yes, bulk Marlows have been consumed today. That's what I want to hear, Shorty. I'll bring you some more milk next time I come over. Maybe I might bring 4 litres. I love it, mate. Go well. Keep me updated. Yeah, for sure. Live stream again some stage soon. Sounds good, Shorty. Sounds good. And sorry I can't come to your kicking comp in Queen's birthday weekend down in Geelong, stitching up all the Melbourne folk. Once again, pretty funny. I'm sure they'll drive there for you, mate. I'm looking forward to that video, by the way. FPL, Teagle got drafted to North. I thought he did too. I had a feeling he did. I just knocked off at 10, so I didn't catch a lot of that draft stuff. Chris, I don't think I've seen you before, Chris. If I have, I do apologise. G'day, mates. So what do you think of Grundy, Sweet and Graham for Gorn, Stewart, Fraser? Well, I don't like trading out Grundy, but it is for Gorn. Yeah, okay. I'd probably do Grundy for Gorn if I'm looking for a 1v1. Sweet for Stewart. Stewart's cheap in the back line. I hate Stewart as a pick this year. I'd probably go elsewhere. But he's got Richmond this week, so I don't hate it because he's the lowest he's going to be. But I still hate Stewart. And Joel I like for Graham, yes. I'm not sure about Stewart. Maybe let me know how much money you've got for somebody else because everyone else knows how much I hate watching him this year because I've got him in my side, Chris, and it's been a hard watch. And he got scaled up pretty crazy in that last 5 minutes of the game. So I don't think he's even top 10 defender from here on out, Chris. Jonas, here we go. Knock knock. Who's there? Shorty. No, sorry, short who? I don't get it. I don't get it, Jonas. Oh no. Am I reading out something inappropriate? Jonas, knock knock. He's gone again. He just loves this. You would think that, Jonas, you wild man. Am I bringing in the biggest spud? Craze fit. Who are you looking at bringing in? Who is the biggest spud you're thinking of? Oh no! Are you talking about bloody Max King? Was it you the other day asked me about Max King? Was it? It was somebody else. I can't remember who it was. 7K left, so 7K on top of Tom Stewart equals. Let's have a look there, mate. Shave my beard, and now I feel weird today. Looking like a Kmart M&M. Stewart. 489k. 489k in the back line, mate. What are we doing? I'm not going to like this, am I? That's a rough price. Oh, yuck. That's painful. Weirdly enough, with the fixture coming up, I'd almost rather Mitchell Hinge, despite his 60. The 68, he had an injury against North. The 93 is whatever. 73, I'm not sure what happened about there. Oh, yuck. That price just sucks, doesn't it? I don't know. Maybe just do it for Stewart, mate, but it doesn't give you a lot. Stewart or Hinge. Should we consider just zero trades this week? Apps are freaking wheatley cheese. Probably one of the best comments at the moment is yes, we should definitely consider no trades. Jeez, I think that's very high on my agenda, but I don't think I can after a double downgrade last week. I need to make up some primos somewhere, and even though they got the buys coming up, I need to make a move somewhere. Oh, yeah, someone's going to get me started about Stephen May, and I'm going to get excited. Max King, Matt, Craze Fit, just for you. I won't throw away this comment. I'll have a look. But look, this is one that some people got wrong earlier on. And I couldn't do it to myself. I think the King brothers are the most overrated players in the competition, to be honest. Like, I think they're very overrated. What are you going to use, Max King? He's got a break even of 37, which he could probably hit 37 this week. Oh my god. 115, 110 was a hot start. 77, 9 off 85 minutes, a 19 off 107 minutes, a 38 off 110 minutes, and a 37 off 117 minutes. No freaking way, Craze Fit. Craze Fit, his 5-round average, Max King. Bro, I'd rather Sutherland. I'd rather any rookie you could name over Max King. I get he plays West Coast this week, but McGovern will tear him a new one. And then he's got Sam Collins the week after, so no thanks for Max King. Craze Fit. Anyway, just wasted everyone's time on Max King. Do apologise, but had to do it for Craze Fit. Chris is the only way to Max Gorn. Oh, okay. Yeah, well then do it, Chris. Then go for it. Joe Scout can be worse than Fantasia. Can't be worse than Fantasia. I don't know. They're both just as bad. They're both peanuts as players. Oh, I need to get comfy. Craze Fit. What about Stephen May? I love Stephen May as a pick, despite his 32 weeks ago. Have a look at his scores. I'm actually heavily considering bringing him this week or next week when he comes to 420k again. He'll be my D7. I'll be looping him and Stewart, to be honest. So if I can get May in before the buys or after the buy, I love May. Don't get me excited about May FPL. I won't be able to calm down. Was going Sicily, but after what you said, I'll go Dale. Yeah, good point, Craze Fit. It's probably after what Pufferfish said. The fact that he stated that Sicily has to go through a shoulder reco scares the shit out of me for that. Like, his fixture's great, don't get me wrong, but I swear, and he goes for a lot of contested marks and huge packs. Like, he's not afraid of that, but all it takes is one dangerous one and he's done. He'll be subbed out of the game. Maybe he might play with it, but I just couldn't do it to myself, not with his shoulder dislocation. Once you've done an injury like that, I'm sure anyone who's done an ACL probably wouldn't bring a bloke in with an ACL the year after because they know that sort of pain and the recovery, and you're not the same sort of player that you were after it, etc. Same with a shoulder dislocation. I don't think I've ever been the same in terms of fitness-wise, strength-wise, confidence-wise. Like with Muay Thai and boxing, I rarely throw a freaking right hook. Rarely do I ever do it because I'm just like, if the bloke steps back, that thing's probably coming out, especially with the amount of power that you can throw sometimes. So, different sport, but again, Sicily's a no-go for me. Risk it if you want to, but too many weeks left in the year for me to go there. Pupfish, where's the inbox button to send a DM? I think it's at the start, Puffish, at the top. Corey. Corey's profile. Next to the profile picture, there's a little thing. It has following, then it has a bell, meaning notifications. It's beside the bell. So it's literally the top 1/8 of your phone screen. And it's a little black mailbox. It's like a black envelope in white. A black and white mailbox letter. Far out. I'm butchering it, Pufferfish. It's up there. Maybe I can show you. I don't know, but it is on Twitter. That is on Twitter. Twitter is X. So I hope that makes sense, Puffish. If not, like I said, you might have to do a YouTube tutorial, but I definitely have an inbox button on mine. I don't know, Cheese. I don't know if you've talked about this, but Jordan Clark thoughts on him is really honest. Yeah, I like him. He gets tagged a fair bit though, Cheese. So probably have a look at, does he got a James Jordan matchup, etc., etc. But I actually like Jordan Clark. I spoke about him about, I don't know, 6 weeks ago maybe. I think we had this thought about Jordan Clark or Hinge. Someone brought up Hinge. I don't know if it was even you actually. And then I was looking at Clark. So I actually like Clark. I just can't have any more round 13 players, but I actually like him a lot because Clark and Ryan just wax it to each other like you wouldn't believe. It's like they've got each other in their fantasy sides. So I like Clark very much. Jeez. Here we go. When you have a surname like King, you think they must be good. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't agree more. They're more like, what do the King brothers play like? What surname? I don't know, but I don't even know what I could come up with. I'm not very creative this time of night. Lucky I've got Ford in my name because I can barely even spell that right now. Jonas Goats, round 14 buy player is a big no for me. Yep, I'm probably in the same boat, but yeah, what do you do? Like, they're the best players to pick, unfortunately. Jack, everyone will be sorry. Then they don't have any. My boy Nas. Yeah, he's good. The Marvel run's good as well. Jack, I do like that. What are your trades this week, by the way, Jack? Did you end up settling on any trades? Because that is a bloody good side. They've got you aroused. Oh, just bring every St Kilda player in then, Jack. Looking at Rouse scores, it seems he's tailed off. I can probably explain this. One a little bit, Jimmy, because I've looked at it myself. Uh, you got to remember, every player tends to have some sort of patch decline at some point, unless your name is Zach Butters. But Matt Rao, I was looking to this too, Jimmy, a lot. So the 65 game, Brisbane gave him like a hard midfield tag. Like everyone made sure they just got right into him. I watched that game. He could barely get near it. It's like it's like a team gang up. I was about to say something else then. It would have been a little bit too wild. Anyway, in the North Melbourne game, I'm not too sure. I can't get a gauge of what happened in that North Melbourne game. I probably wouldn't have watched Gold Coast and North Melbourne, to be honest, as a game for me. But I was playing in Darwin, so kind of, I don't know, maybe the dewy conditions didn't suit him. But then he backed to 128 the week after. The 94 Cripps was playing a hard game on him, apparently. At stoppage was really giving him a run for his money, and Cripps took all the money. So I think Real is still top 8 from here, regardless. Probably the one in my head I'm thinking is it Real or Walsh from here on out? I've already got too many Gold Coast players. I know they've got the same buyer, but Real and Walsh at the same price is very interesting to me. But yes, I do play people first, and Essendon, he's got a break even of 101. So for 550k, I actually like him. Now that's the other question: do you pay an extra 40k for merit? It just depends how much cash gen you've got. I don't got a. I thought I had a lot of cash gen, but it turns out I don't. I actually might have to go and shop at Aldi for my players in the bargain bin. You know, that middle section that they have. I might have to go there for some players. I want Kerno in my side. I don't know if I want Zorko right away. Maybe his price comes down. Maybe there's still some bargain players I want to finish off my side, because you can never get full crazy premium. And I've already got the big dogs anyway, so I just need to finish this side instead of playing all these bloody rookies. Not interested in ranking Craze Fit at all. Not after that hammy. Maybe round 18. Anyway, what have I got? Jonas Sinclair said he'll be playing down back when Hunter and Crouch come back in. Both played well in the VFL, so can't go near Nas. Okay, interesting, Jonas. You think that really makes a difference? I'll have to have a look at the difference between scoring then when Sinclair's in mid compared to playing down back with Nas. Good point. Jonas, you're a very good contributor. So everyone here, sorry. Pupfish, nah, there's no inbox button there for me. Could it be maybe because you're a business account or something? Do other people send you DMs? Yeah, Jack sent me one. Jack, can you maybe describe the pufferfish, how you do with that? Because it's definitely Supercoach Pro 91. What's yours, pufferfish? Maybe I'll have a look at yours and DM you from there, but maybe I think you have to be following each other to DM. Puffish, I'm not following you then, and you're not following me. That makes sense. So you got to follow each other to DM each other. Okay. Damn, I had no idea. Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe like one of my posts, and I'll find you that way or something like that, and then I'll find out if that's you. Sorry, my apologies. I had no idea. I'm not the best with technology at all. And no for Rankin. I think I covered a second ago. Not yet anyway for me. I just want to see how his hammy holds up when he gets back. Fisher, yes. Excuse me. Far out. Yes, I like that, Fisher. Even at 490, I think he's probably top 6 forward. I don't know, like Cheese. Do you think it's not a strong enough backline if you already have Nas? Are you looking for Jordan Clark? I think here's what I think, Cheese. I think you have to have Ryan, Dacos, and somebody else. Who is it? I think you pretty much have to have Ryan and Dacos, and then the other four don't really matter, to be honest. Like people are saying Houston, but I don't really rate Houston as high as everybody else. I think if you got Ryan and Dacos, you can have any other four in that sort of weird price vicinity. You could have McGovern, you could have Jordan Clark, you could have Nas. It's from here on out anyway, so let me have a look. I might do a little bit more looking into that now. I'll just look at defenders purely because I don't want to skip over it too much in case this is a common theme. I hate Ridley, so probably not good asking me Ridley questions because he's burnt too many of us in the past and scored well against Richmond, so a lot of people jump on that, but I hate Ridley as a pick. I like Luke Ryan, as we've spoken about, Dacos. I still like Sheasel. Houston, McGovern, Elliot Yeo, no. I still don't mind Nick Martin. Jordan Clark, yes. Nas. Max Holmes. Bloody hell. Max Holmes. How do we skip over that? Forget Nas. Forget Clark. I like Max Holmes out of all those people at 530k. Blakey doesn't do it for me. McGrath is in the same class as Blakey. Newman, I don't mind, despite Blues players coming back. Whitfield, I hate, can't shake a tag, and he's as soft as Butters. Not Butters the player, like Butter. Anyway. Ed Richards is a good one too. I think Ed Richards is very underrated in this conversation. No one's mentioned him once in this stream, but I think Ed Richards is where it's at, despite Oliver coming back soon. So I wasn't hot, but then maybe about a week ago, I changed my mind on that opinion, and I should have probably thought about that a little bit harder. Where am I now? You guys are smashing these comments out. Looks like this might be a midnight stream and well beyond, potentially. There's like 23 views on right now. You guys can't sleep. I need a good night's sleep tonight. I have Walsh, Merritt. Or he's tossing up between Real Dawson. I shouldn't have jumped on Dawson back when he was bottom out. I should have. Yeah, you should have probably. But, I mean, you're always going to miss those players because he probably had no real huge reason to do it because the opposition he'd played anyway was conducive to his scoring. So, and he had a crap role. Like, he was playing forward and then he was butchering the ball. So, probably shouldn't have got rid of him, though. But most would because they wouldn't have even thought he was a decent M8. So, but out of those two, far out, I'm probably going Dawson if I had the cash over Rao, just with the fixture base. Jack, I had originally done Darcy and Wilson for Joel and Merritt, but now that Sweet is out, I need to get a ruckman. Probably settle with English. Jack, I think English is probably the best value pick, and I think I like him over Marshall. I think I'd go English, Marshall, Grundy, in my opinion. English owners will say they wouldn't. They'd probably go Marshall, but they probably haven't watched Marshall play too often because I watch Marshall and I want to punch him in the head. It would take a lot for me to reach there, but I definitely want to punch him in the head. Jimmy, I think you have to be following each other in the DM. Yeah, my apologies. Puffish is going to check. Jack confirms that as well. I didn't know I was following you, Jack. Haha, just kidding. I've got Ryan, Dacos, Houston, Shees, and Nas. And if I'm not following anyone too on Twitter that's following me, I do apologise. You wouldn't believe how many times you get all like people following you all at once, and you kind of forget who's who. Sometimes you don't know who is, so you kind of you don't follow back, not because you're ignoring them, but you generally just you don't look at Twitter notifications. I probably only check Twitter DMs, really. That huge group chat that's going on is pretty wild at times and got some really funny crap in there. DMs are where it's at. All right, I've got Ryan, Dacos, Houston, Sheasel, Nass, and Holmes. Whew. Looking to get Martin and have Holmes as D7. Why D7 as Holmes? Oh, that's wild. That's a good back on. I don't know if Martin's role is going to be good from here on out with Ridley back, to be honest, Jack. English last 3 scores. Yeah, I know this. I know this too, Jonas. But still, like I still like English. 191.87 and B 138. He's not playing well. Roy Lobb. Jonas, change my mind then and try to convince me on Romo because Romo is frustrating. I owned him as a pod over Gorn and then traded him, then he went nuts. So here we are. FPL Ed Richards is yeah, I know he won't play this week. Yep. I forgot to say he won't be playing because of the concussion protocol. Yep. And that's why he scored a 77 off limited game time. He was looking to turn up easily. Players often don't play well first week back. Interesting. His break even's probably high anyway after a 77. Here we go. Thoughts on Neil Bullen? Oh, okay. Okay. Can we just discuss ugly picks that Brad over here might like? We're talking like give me some players between 380 and 430k players that you probably wouldn't ask other streamers, but you know Brad would look at, even if they're 300k. And we're not talking Salem anymore, but all right, this is just, I'll leave this for at least 10 minutes. Give me some wild, disgusting names that you thought about in Supercoach as a potential forward option. Probably not looking at mids and defenders because you don't want to be outscored every week, but forward options that you think that could go off their chop, and you think are real value. Because I'm not liking a lot of forwards. I think anyone could be best 8 from here on out anyway. I'm talking about, would you fancy a Shy Bolton? Would you fancy a Toby Green? Would you fancy a Harry Mackay? Would you fancy a Jeremy Cameron? Any of those weird players I've heard. Oh, what's the other one? Lipinski's been mentioned before. But let's have a look at Neil Bourne. Neil Bourne. At the top of the head there. Still blonde. I need to shave it off again and go back to my original hair colour. You know that shave when you shave your head, it has that nice fuzzy feeling. Anyways, Neil Bourne. Is he a mid forward? No, he's just a forward. 466k. I'm going to get excited here. Oh, I actually like this cheese. Yeah, this is disgusting, but I like it. He's got 3 tons, and I like this. Ooh, 80, 51, 109, 134, 74, 58, 78, 68. That's a disgusting month of football cheese. Then his last 3, 116, 99, 99. I actually don't mind it, cheese. That's disgustingly nice. Thank you for that shout. I'll have a look at that a bit later. Now, if you didn't have that around 14 wide, I'd be more inclined to have a better look. Too many weirdos on Twitter for me. Yep, you're one of them, Jonas. Haha, just kidding. All right, Puff, did you send me something on my phone? Puffish, I cannot see shite. I put a at in the chat. An at in the chat? Let me have a look. I'll find you, Puffer. Let me find you. Are you just called Pufferfish on here? On Twitter? And is it the same logo? Oh no, I just almost pressed the wrong pufferfish. It came up with something else then. Oh no. Do not type in pufferfish in search because that came up with something a little bit hanging out. Oh no. That can't be you. That's definitely not you. I think I found you, pufferfish, but do I DM this one? And I hope it's you. Pufferfish, what do you got in there? Anyway, yeah, Jonas agreed with it. Currently 3 women following me with all links to their OnlyFans and stuff. Not that I'm complaining. Alright, I might have to follow you back then if that's the case, mate. Nah, this guy, his name's John. He's a pufferfish, but that's not you. Hey, pufferfish? There's something that rhymes with hey, pufferfish, but it's not you. Puffer, I can't find you, mate. I'm losing my marbles. Can you put Brad? I put a in the chat for Twitter. I'm not understanding. I don't understanding. I don't know. Someone help my friend Pufferfish here because I cannot find you. Oh, okay. He's put it in there, Puff. All right, Pufferfish. Let me have a look. Excuse me. Of course you've written bloody Hawker. It does say that does say Hawker. Oh, you do follow me. My apologies. I don't follow you back. Now I'm following you. I'll just write. I've DM'd you. Don't get too excited. Langford or Grind Miners. Yeah, I like both of them FPL. I've checked both of them out, so do appreciate that. I'm waiting for some more weirder ones than that, though, FPL. I'm waiting for some real strange ones. But I like both of those, despite Langford being in, what's his name? Core's pocket the week before. I do like Langford as a pick. I liked him at 420k. I don't think he'll get there again, will he? And Myers, I like Myers as well. It's just a little bit pricey for me, but I have played with him in my trades. Jonas, I'm keeping Wilson at F6. Well, he's still his round 15 buy. Interesting, Jonas. I'm thinking about the same with Reed, keeping him until there's buy Reed and Wilson, then flicking him after that. Jack. Jack Crisp, sorry, Jimmy is the same. Jack Crisp is also a major pick that is going too far under the radar. Take a look at the DFS. Tog, CVAs to going. No. Look at Crispy history. Yeah, I feel like Crispy's done this every year, though. I don't want to float your comment away, but I don't know. Don't know if I could do that. Collingwood, Crisp. He started the season worries the shite out of me. This is his scores, though, Jimmy. Overall, in the back line, I think you can find better than this. He's turned up how many times? 4. This is no different to Tom Stewart. In fact, Tom Stewart's less money than this bloke, and this guy's done about the same amount of tons as him. So I know you're talking about recent form, though. Like recently, he's gone 106, 134, 112, 94. I don't know. I feel like it's a short-term play. I mean, the DPP helps, sure. I think I'd rather Richards at the same price, Jimmy, and when he's back. Crisp has been relevant most years, but for purple patches, I couldn't do it to myself. I've owned him before. I know the role's different as well. The role wasn't there at the start of the season. He wasn't in the midfield. I just feel like when they get those players back, that he'll be moved back to the back line. Unless as McRae said something that, he'll be staying in the midfield, etc. That'll give me more confidence. But I don't know. I think I could name 3 players that are rather at the same price, and you know what that is, Jimmy? If I had, let's go back to defenders, is what, 530k? I'll tell you who I like out of those weird bunch. Oh my god, what have I done? Oh, I've typed in Melbourne, yuck. Alright, so let's just do around that 530k mark, right? In order. Maybe I might order them. Maybe that might make it harder, though. Maybe I won't order them. It's a little bit tricky, but in all honesty, I think... Where would I be going? Ooh. I probably like Max Holmes, number 1 for 530k. Then Jordan Clark, then Nas at 3. 4 would be Bailey Dale and Young. I can't split them. And then 5 would be Crisp. Blakey and Crisp I'd put in the same category, but I feel like Clark and Holmes any day of the week out of all those 530k picks out in the back line for me. Max Holmes is so underrated, FYI. Just, yeah. I like the DPP factor too. I know Crisp has got it, but Jimmy, if you want to go there, it's a pod move. And look, some of you guys have way better ranking than I, so take the punt if you want, Jimmy. There's a lot of people in the top 1K that are just flying, so probably back your gut if you want to go there. Good luck, Pufferfish, Hawk. I found you. I can't remember why we're even talking about Twitter now. Yep, keep on Shulkini on. Jonas. The roll wasn't there. Yeah, I think I saw that. Sorry. Yeah, Richard, I agree. Yep, definitely. Bevo he scares all of us. We stuff Bevo, stuff Clarko, stuff all the coaches, and stuff our sides. G'day, mate. This is Josh speaking. Thoughts on Harrison's instead of McCauliffe? That's the guy. I can't believe I just forgot who McCauliffe, our original rookie, was. As a downgrade this week, also, are we trading Joe Richards? I don't think we're trading Richards unless it's to a 102k rookie that's on the bubbles, at least played one game over the buys, maybe in that round 14 buy section sort of thing. I'd be trading potentially. But there's no point going to a guy at the same price. Like, you're doing nothing with it. So unless you're upgrading Joe Richards this week with one trade, then maybe you could do that. But I don't think you look at Richards as an alternative unless it's a 102k mid-seasoner. Now, what do I think of Harrison? Harrison just gives me sub-risk. I know he scored those 2 games. One that 90 game was with 3 goals, so I don't think he'll do that every week. McCall's job security isn't too great with Taranto coming back the next week or 2, but if I had to pick 1 or 2, probably McCall over Harrison. He's got the CBAs. It's a borderline call, but I think McCall, they're both sub-risk, huge. Sutherland if you don't already got him. But I'm not keen on either of those 2. I definitely couldn't double downgrade to both of them because I feel like the week you need them, they're both sub. Anyway. Puffish, she's got back to me. Okay, Brad. Sorry about that, Puffish. Getting mate. Thanks for another night. Yep. No worries. DM me all you want, mate. I'll have a look at it tomorrow before work. Have a look at your trades and do what you need to, mate. And I'll have a look. Now that I follow you, so I do apologise for anyone else that's following me and I'm not following back. You don't see it, to be honest. Like, you don't really notice. But yeah, all right. No worries at all. I'll start doing that too. Like, if you just want to send me a team, I'll follow you back on Twitter. And if you already follow me though, maybe you leave a like on something current, and then I'll go, oh shit, I'll re-follow you back because it's just so hard to know who you are, who's actually on the streams as well. Because like Jonas said, there's so many randoms on there and so many strangers. You don't follow everyone back. And sometimes a name that you do see doesn't ring a bell anyway. And you're like, oh, that's right. He actually is on my stream. FPL. I'm getting ranty here. We are we will have 2 or 3 mid-season players play over the next few weeks, definitely. I bloody agree, FPL. I 100% agree. We will. It's getting cold in my room. Maybe I should grab my cat, put my cat on my neck. Harvey Harrison, 2 full games, 83.99. Yeah, I know. If he's not named sub, then just take the punt, I guess. But I'm not personally looking at it. I think, what is he, a small forward? Jonas, I don't think we even go for mana, to be honest. Like, on the bubble to get another game. I think he kicked 3 goals. He did kick 3 goals on the weekend. Yep, agreed. I just don't think he'll come back into that side, mate. No. Yeah, I don't. Why are Geelong picking that bloke if they're not even going to use him? He's 26. He won what? Did he win the best and fairest or something at Werribee? I can't remember now, but he won the VFL Player of the Year. I don't know what the hell happened, but he played the grand final in a losing side. I don't even know what's going on with that player. I've lost all my train of thought on him. I asked someone about this. Excuse me, on Twitter, and they said he's too injury prone. So he'll probably be filling in for Mason Cox, but apparently he's made out of glass, so we might not even get a few weeks out of him. He's 123k Collingwood rookie. Used to play for Geelong, I believe. So yeah, not certain how many games we actually get out of him if we even get a bubble out of him. If Jimmy, following up, if we get a debut mid-season draft this week, do we all just pick him? I'm looking to the ceiling, hoping the ceiling will give me an answer. And I'm thinking if he's a Richmond player, you probably do. If that's what's that bloody player? I think if he's a Richmond or North player, you can probably take a punt. In all honesty, if there's that Richmond player, the defender we picked up, and I'm shooting absolute blanks tonight. The beauty about doing a live stream after work is you've got no brain capacity, but you jump on anyway and give it a crack. And what's the worst that can happen? Anyway, what's his name? Jacob Blight. 22-year-old. I thought he was 23. He's a defender. He's going to be a 102k rookie. I think he's the guy if he's named. I wouldn't be surprised if he was named this week. When do we play? Oh, we play Saturday. Maybe I should ask Shorty if he wants to go to the Geelong or Richmond game. Actually, no, I can't do that. You know why I can't do that? I hate the Cats more than any other team. I told him that. I'm pretty sure I told him that. I don't know if it was before we went live or after we went live. But I said, you know what, mate, since moving down here, I hate Geelong more than any other side. He goes, yeah, understandable, mate. So I don't think I could go and watch the softest supporters belt Tigers by 100 points and Stewart score 200. I don't think I could do that all in one night. So, anyway. Where are we? We are caught up to the comments. That's the first. Because, man, getting tired. Josh, this may be a very strange call, but no. Oh, no, Josh. You have a friend in this chat here by the name of, where is he? I believe it was Crazefit. Crazefit likes this too, mate. Josh, do not go there. I was staring at Ab's Magic the other day about Max King. I said, for all your good ones that you've picked, I said, remember Max King? Just give a bit of stir up. And look, his ranking is 10 million times better than me. But, man, it was pretty funny in the DMs when you're speaking to those lads. And I actually said that someone mentioned Max King in my comments, and then I tagged Abs in it. I said, oh, remember this pick? Anyway, yeah, no, don't do it. Not even for 240k. Maybe if it was 140k, you'd do it, but Max King's no good, mate. The King brothers are no good. You know who is good? Joe King. Jonas Goats, how many primos do you have out? Okay, so he's got how many primos do you have out, and how many players for this week? I have 5 primos. Quircher out this week. I can't believe you're still holding him. 19 playing. I think I've got 20 playing. And I don't think I've got like 1 primo. How many primos do I not got playing? Oh no, I've got 2 primos. 2 primos missing and 20 players, so I'll take that, Jonas. I'm missing Heaney and Sheasel. Lucky you guys can't smell that because I'm about to fart. Just kidding. Max King reminds me of the bloke. Oh no. Max King pick reminds me of the bloke that doesn't go home alone at 3 a.m. desperate times. Yeah, good shout. Good shout, Jonas. Just Max King gets 30s from like 95% time on ground. You couldn't do it to yourself. Like the studying behind the pick all made sense at the time, but like just Max King as a pick is the key forwards never work out unless you got proven probably scoring history too, and you're not built like a stick. Josh, here we go. My thoughts are that if King doesn't score huge, oh no, it won't hurt me at all. But if he does, I don't think you get any big scores on the buys. Josh, who they play? Is this because of West Coast? I'm going to relax into this chair a bit because this is killing my back. What do we got? Max King. Who has he got? Can't believe we're finishing the night thereabouts with the Max King sort of thing. If you got any more questions, I'll keep going for maybe I wait a bit longer and then I'll head off. Well, I'm starting to yawn my head off. Why am I looking at Max King? So he's got West Coast, Gold Coast, and Brisbane for his bye. Average versus opponent. So his history, his second best team history wise is against West Coast, then Adelaide, but not the other two teams he's playing next after that. So he might look, in all honesty, Josh, he might go like an 80 against West Coast, but the following 2 weeks he's probably not doing anything. In all honesty, for 240k, what do we? How did we get here? Let me have a look. I'd rather Harvey Harrison. I'd much rather Harvey Harrison at that price. Lockie Sutherland, we've talked about. Kane McAuliffe. I'd rather those 3 players. And no one else entices me. Braden Campbell has been sub a lot. And now he's 196k. That's interesting. Defender midfielder. Oh, yuck. He's been sub so many times. He couldn't even do that to you. Yeah, Josh, in all honesty, at that price, mate. McAuliffe, number 3. Sutherland, number 2. Harvey Harrison, number 1. Lee Kalia would be my number 1 choice this week if you didn't have the bye. I hate McIntosh. If you told me McIntosh or Max King, I'd probably pick McIntosh. And that's saying something, because I hate McIntosh. Clearly. Just for fun, I want to have a look at Pickett's scoring and how he gets a game. Because I hate Pickett. What is even Pickett worth? He'd be under 370, right? I can't wait for that bloke to get handcuffed so I don't have to watch him play in a Richmond jersey ever again. I don't care if I get cancelled for that. This is what we're fielding. Like Adam Uze, I'm sorry, mate. But you can't be fielding a bloke like Pickett. 61, 76, 40, 83, 29, 57, 59, 62, 62, 35, 78. Bloke's averaging a 58 on our wing. And then we got McIntosh on the other wing. And this is McIntosh's scores. Oh, this is disgusting. Non-sub affected games 51, 34, 49, 31, 32, 92 against Essendon. Who cares, Essendon? 38, 25. Why are we playing those blokes in our side? Seriously, this is why Richmond are laughing stock at the moment. We're playing Pickett and McIntosh. Oh, if I could personally say something to him, I'd say, can you please hand your medals back? Because I don't know how you won them. You're just a passenger, absolute passenger. 2 passengers in our side for the last 5 years. Hate them. Hey, oh, West Coast rule. There you go, mate. Anyway, just done my flipping rant. Gonna pull in Perth this Saturday. Max might not come out of the rooms. Yeah, I don't think he will either. It's probably not good for Marshall, I understand, West Coast rule. Good to see you again, by the way. Harley Reid, though, what a jet. My biceps still way bigger than Harley Reid. Anyway, I just said that because of your thumbnail. Jonas, Gold Coast will beat Essendon this week. At People's First, I agree. 100% agree. Unfortunately for Cheese. Unfortunately, you're probably right, Jonas. Yep. Essendon would probably go out in straight sets this year in finals when push comes to shove, unfortunately, Cheese, in my opinion. I think it's Sydney all the way to the granny. I know you don't win a granny in May, but Sydney for me. James Short, what a flop. Can't believe I almost went there. That was a sliding doors moment. Imagine if I went there. I wouldn't have been showing up to my streams and reviews like some people do. Nah, just kidding. I've learned one thing this year, and probably over the last little bit now, that no matter what your ranking is, no matter how bad or good you do, you got to show up every week. You can't just, "Oh, no, I'm having a bad week. I'm never gonna show up again." Anyway. Oh, Bouncy's back too. How many have you been sitting on here and haven't said anything? You've just been watching. Ah, man. Picked short in starting side. I do remember you saying that maybe last week, Bouncy. That is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Oh, no. Is any player like Short that you glad you didn't pick, Brad? Well, I was considering Short at the start of the year, but I don't really pick Russian players in my side. I don't know. I think most of you, even a lot of the content creators, won't pick rookies from their own team or won't pick primos from their own team that they support generally. And I don't know what it is, but maybe it's because we overanalyze the picks too much that we're like, nah, I can't go there. It's probably why I haven't gone McAuliffe because I know the team so well that I don't have any faith that Uze will give him too many games from here on out, full games. So any players like Short you glad didn't pick? I'd have to look at my team previews over the preseasons and really name any off the top of my head, but I'm probably not the best super coach starting team picker. I'd say I'm probably one of the better traders in that I know. Generally speaking, I think 75% of my trades are decent for the year. I can never look back on my trades all year and go, "Oh wow, I traded really poorly." It's normally my starting squad that's my biggest issue, and it'll always be just one or two players that primo wise that I probably should have picked. Like sliding doors moment, round 2, I picked Butters and Sarong, and I flicked out 2 other guys, but I had a feeling that Butters and Sarong would be 1 and 2 midfielders. So I'm always in a couple trades back because I don't notice until maybe round 3 or 4 which are the best players, and I bring him in then, and then I'm already burnt too many trades than what everyone else has. So my starting squad's going to get better, and then you'll see better finishes from me. But I mean, 2 years ago, I was in top 1K and thereabouts, and then just fell outside because I ran out of trades. And we had COVID players missing, so I had a whole heap of Sydney players missing because they tested positive for COVID. That COVID year, I was so close to doing so well, and then we had all these COVID outs. That was one of the years where I was actually flying. And then I just got the worst luck from COVID crap. Was that 20? Maybe that was longer than that. I don't know if I was streaming back then. And sorry, I don't know if I had a channel back then. I feel like the years I hadn't had a channel, I've done all right. Anyway, I'm just going on to a continuous bloody rant now. And then I've had years where you just finish 20,000 and you're like, I'm glad I didn't have a channel then. But anyway, it's about showing up and providing content. And not getting shitty at Richards and stuff like that. Like I can't stand when you're watching someone lose their mind over a rookie. It's just like that is Supercoach luck. I don't know. You can't let this game get the best of you at times. Like you got a life outside of this. That's more important than a player getting injured a week after you bring him in. I have so many spuds not playing in the forward line. Heaney, Zorko, Powell, and a Wyman plus Green and Sheasel. Not ideal. The forward line looks all right. I mean, Powell's come back all right. Wyman's been pretty good. He's almost sellable now, so he's been a great rookie. Green, I think Green will turn around. I'm looking at Green next week. And Sheasel's been fine too. But it is not ideal. I know what you're saying, Jack. I did look at your side the other night. Jimmy, I don't know if you've been watching my streams or what, but I've got a lot of love for Tom Hawkins. A lot of hate for the Cats, but Tom Hawkins, let me have a look at my phone. I chucked my phone away, but is it prime time, baby, for Tom Hawkins? Now, I was talking to Shorty about Hawkins, and he reckons this is his last year anyway. Or was that on his live stream? I can't remember. Maybe I'm hallucinating. Maybe I'll DM Shorty after this when he's awake tomorrow because it is midnight and ask him, do I think the Hawkins is good for 292k? Because this is the ugly picks I was talking about. And I've owned Jezza and Hawkins in the back end of years, and surprisingly, in the last 2 or 3 years, and they've done all right. Not a bad whipping player. What did he? Oh, yuck! 61 last week, Jimmy. Break even of 54. Oh, this is a good ugly pick. Oh, get me excited for that money. You can go sweet to Hawkins in one pick and have an F7 for the rest of the year. You probably wouldn't do it. Has he even turned up? I don't think we're doing him. I just had a look at his scores. They're putrid. 50, 113, 70, 30, 73, 27, 45, 54, 61. I probably lost two people that left the stream for that Tom Hawkins chat, but that's okay. Had to be done at some point. Watch him go 130 this week anyway. Jonas. I never started Fisher. Wanted nothing to do with him at 380k. Yep. Then brought him last week. Oh, no. 420. Yep. Desperate times. I think I'm even going to buy him at 493, Jonas. So don't you worry about that. I think he's a keeper. Jack. Oh, no. Here we go. Forgot to tell you, Brad. The only reason why I got so lucky was C gone. I was unaware of any of the fitness tests. Well, here I thought you were a genius that whole time when you were DMing me, and I thought this bloke is smarter than Einstein, but didn't even know about the fitness test. So it's a good thing you went on Twitter at the time because everyone was losing their mind. Oh my god, I forgot to reply to somebody. Oh my god, I just got a notification from anyway. Oh my god, some funny stuff going on. But yeah, Jack, that is wild. So you're lucky about that. And Jonas, he just wants me to keep going for a 2-hour live stream here, but that's fine. Jonas, remember Melbourne offered Hawkins 2 years on big money before the season. I do remember that actually. Yeah, lucky that didn't happen for Melbourne. Lucky it didn't. You know what? Look, now I know there's only a handful of you still there, but if you see my team preview, do you guys think there's any moves you'd be doing in my side? I got 227k in the bank, right? Now I need 2 mids, probably 3 forwards, and a ruck. Maybe 2 forwards, depending on what I do with Wilson and Reid. I don't even know if I should hold Wilson or Reid for the rest of the year, considering the dire forward line. Like, what are they rated? The more I think about it, the more I kind of want to hold those guys instead of bringing in, a Mackay, etc. So in forwards, total points. Okay, Harley Reid is well and truly down the track. He's 23. Let's have a look at 5-round averages. 5-round average, though, Harley Reid is number 10. So is Harley Reid a keeper? And 5-round average, Darcy Wilson's number 5. 5-round average, 95 for Harley Reid. And Wilson's a 92. Like, do you actually generally hold these blokes? They got mid-forward DPP. You save yourself trades and just keep them. Anyway, the rest of my side, I'm not even sure. Like, it's easier to, say what to do with everyone else's side, but I got Closey to trade out. I got Sharp to trade out. I got Sweet to trade out. I got Sam Darcy to trade out. Combin to trade out. And I've no freaking idea what to do with my trades this week. No idea. I've played with it 400 times, lost 4 hours sleep, and I've no idea what I'm doing with my bloody side. So I'm doing a team preview probably Friday because I couldn't even tell you. I've used no trades. I've used 1 trade, then I've used 2, then I've used 3, and I don't got a boost. Flynn possibly debut against Marshall. Interesting West Coast rule. Oh, that is what injury did he have? Flynn injury. All right, I'll say goodnight to Cheese. Then I'll have a look at this Flynn prospect. I don't know about Cheese. Yeah, I'm going to try and get some sleep. A bit under the weather at the moment. So am I at the moment, I think. Hope you have a good week, Brady boy. I hope you have a good week too, Cheese. Thanks for jumping on. I'm sure I'll do a stream soon this week. Maybe a Friday night, Saturday night stream. Who knows? Although I do feel like a bit of a bev Saturday night. What am I doing? I've gone Flynn. What's Flynn's price like? How's there so many people still up at 1 a.m.? That's wild. You guys. There was a few streams on this week. Who'd you say was Flynn? Oh my god. I just went into Giants Ruckman. Bro. He's in West Coast. What the hell? Nah, 491k. You wouldn't do it. Oh, unless you're talking about Marshall captain against Flynn. That's, yeah. Wow. 491k for Flynn's too much. Jack. That was last minute. I don't know. We haven't done too many live streams. We haven't even been doing jump on and jump off. My shifts keep changing. His shifts are a little bit hairy going as well. And then maybe he's got the day off tomorrow. I'll message him tomorrow morning. But by the time he sees my stuff, sometimes I've already gone to work. So I'll message him in the morning, and then next minute he's like, "Oh, you're still keen for a stream?" And I'm like, "Mate, I'm at work." So I don't know, Jack. Sometimes it's very last minute with Steve and I. We haven't got our timing right this year, so it's sort of like Lever and May. That's how I'd relate me and Steve. Actually, no. If me and Steve are May and Lever, who's who? Because that can't be good. Because one of us is a peanut and one of us has a good mo. No, not buying him. Yeah, don't do it. West Coast rule. I really want to see when these rookies come out. I think Supercoach open them up tomorrow, unless they're in now. I doubt they're in now. That'd be too short of a turnaround. Is anyone hearing any debut players this week, by the way? Because that I'd like to know. I'm looking at players between 100 and 200k that played last week. Legally, I think I target next week, potentially. I've heard Will Dawson from North Melbourne has really bad job security. Worse job security than, someone applying for Centrelink jobs just for the fun of it. Logan Morris, yuck. Toby McMullen's one for next week, potentially. 123k with all the injuries Giants have got. Like, Canele's got 6-week injury with a shoulder AC joint. 3 weeks still for calf Kelly. Jed McEntee, 53. Yuck. He's had 9 games and he's not 199k. Nate Caddy could be one in a week or two. 51. Does he hold his spot? Deer, no good. Don't want him. Charlie Dean, no thank you. Fantasia, no way. 180k. He's played 9 games. Yuck. Toby Pink, disgusting. Draper's disgusting. Draper's only 190k still. Yuck. Sonny Walters, 199k. How come that bloke didn't retire 2 years ago? He's been useless. I actually cannot stand him as a footy player. Just he does one good thing every 4 matches and gets a game. I don't know if there's any Freo people in the chat, but he is so overrated. I think he's one of the most overrated players I've seen. Walters, that is. Davey scored at a 29. Steely Green scored 16. That's rough. And Jack Carroll 6. He must have been sub, obviously. Jack Carroll's going to be like 123k in a few weeks. Wow, imagine repicking Jack Carroll if you never started him. Lazaro, oh, yuck. We need these mid-season draft players, honestly. Okay, have you looked into my side, Jonas? You might have. Oh, Jonas, I'm getting excited. All right, all right, you can get. So this is for my side. He's looked into my side, the orange team. I'm never calling my team that again because I can't stop thinking about Kelly Underwood running her over. You can get rid of Darcy and Sweet this week. Maybe Richards, Rogers. Sorry, you can get rid of Darcy and Sweet this week. Maybe Richards and Rogers. Get rid of Sharp next week. Yeah, but this is the issue, Jonas. So, okay. Oh, he's fired up. See, they're the 2 players I've looked at is Darcy and Sweet, but I don't know who to. I think I got 227k. No, so you've gone 224k. Sweet. Eagles 533k. Premier only one trade only. Could do that too. Yeah, good point, Jimmy. I do like Sanders. Also, join them at 277. I like Sanders. With Weber coming back though, do we do it? What is Sweet? Hang on, let me have a look at my phone. I forgot what Sweet and Darcy gets me, but it's not a lot of money. If Sweet was an extra 80k, I'd be laughing. So, for Sweet for one player, for Sweet I can get 536. What would that allow me? Maybe I do the one trade. Who can you get for 536,000? I need a mid or a forward. Interesting. I could just go Jordan Sweet to Max Holmes, but I don't need another defender. I don't even know what to do once they're outside. How much does Darcy and Sweet give me though? Darcy and Sweet. Darcy and Sweet gives me 916k. 916k. Can you even do anything with 916k for two players? Like for two forwards. I wanted to get two forwards in now. Could go Kerno. Give me 2 seconds. My nose is running. Oh wow, my nose was on fire. I could go. What is my trades? I could go Sam Darcy and Jordan Sweet for Kerno and 447k. And there's nothing at 447k. Yuck. Such a yuck price. Wapinski. People mentioned Wapinski. Who was that? Don't think I could do Wapinski. Bradley Hill. He was one a few weeks ago they were looking at. Nah, couldn't do Bradley Hill. Maybe I'll have a look. Who would you guys rather? Would you guys rather Mackay or Jeremy Cameron from here on out? I might put that in the chat. I want to know what you guys think. Mackay versus Cameron. Now, I'm not looking at the... Maybe I'll look at the fixture, but... I'll put it in the chat there. Maybe you can just answer there. You don't have to give me a full opinion. But maybe I'll do something like that. Darcy and Sweet into Kerno and Mackay, or Kerno and Jezza, considering Jezza plays Richmond. I don't know. I do want to do some form of upgrades, though, because I haven't done any in 2 weeks' time. What do you got? Yeah, that's how you looked up my side. I forgot that, Jonas. Bevo won't be happy with Riley Sanders last week. When he didn't have the ball, his speed was paced in cruise control, wouldn't change gears, sprinted to pressure. Yeah, okay. Oh, no. Mackay, you'd rather Craze fit? Neither. Hasn't turned up in a month. Jezza always gets hurt. Well, then I don't know what to do. Jonas, you seem like the brains up. 916k, 2 players. There you go, Jonas. 916k, 2 players, any line. Anyway, because I cannot think of anything. I've been trying to do all sorts of disgusting things with it. Bevo said in his speech wasn't impressed with Sanders. That spells Sanders gets dropped then after the game. Yeah, yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. Oh, mate. Stephen May looking like a good D7, though. For real. Wonder if I can do 916k with Stephen May and somebody. Because despite that 30 game, he's been fantastic. He can still come down another 30k, though. All right, so Stephen May and 460k. Well, this is going to be disgusting, Jonas. You're going to hate this. You probably check out. oh. Oh no. I can't think of what to do on my side. I might even bring Sutherland just so I can get better trade plans and disgusting picks like this. I'll have a look at my screenshots. This was I was looking at before. Ooh, not those screenshots. No, just kidding. This is my wild trades, right? For the last 11 people looking at it at the moment. Now, this is just random stuff. It's not necessarily things I do, but I've got Sam Darcy, Wilson, and Reed out for DCAM, Curnow, and Myers. So I'll repeat that one again. Sam Darcy, Wilson, and Reed for Darcy Cameron, Curnow, and Brian Myers. That's a wild trade. Then I was looking at, what was the other wild trade? I did not save the other wild trades. Are you kidding me? Maybe they're in my camera roll. Are they in my camera roll? Screenshots. Other wild trades was Wilson and Darcy for Curnow and Rao. That seems more logical, Wilson and Darcy, because they got high break evens for Curnow and Matt Rao. Then there was Jeremy Sharp and Darcy for Max Holmes and Curnow. Maybe we should do this Twitter polls. Sam Darcy and Closey for Curnow and May. And then there was Sweet, Closey, and Darcy for DCAM, Curnow, and Sutherland and 57k. Darcy and Closey for Curnow and Caldwell. Anyway, I'm just way too many different trades. So this is how much time I've spent on looking at trades. I've taken 15 screenshots of 15 different trade scenarios, and my head has gone nuts. I've looked at Toby Green for 400k, and I kind of don't mind it. Greatest fit. Sanders is good. When he has the ball to win it. Okay, so he's a one-way player, Jonas. I was watching him close, and Bevo being pissed watching the tape and psyching off multiple times. Yeah, I agree. He would be pretty mad. I might have to work out my trades based on what's happening tomorrow, but yeah, I don't know. Let's have a look at Toby Green. But annoying thing is Toby Green's not available this week, but he's got the good buy. So Toby Green, 400k. I probably like Toby Green over Bolton because he's probably going to get CBAs with Josh Kelly and Cornelio out, to be honest. So I have thought about it. Greatest fit a lot. Break even's 36. Got Hawthorn, Port Adelaide, Sydney. He's only turned up once, but for 400k, you could do worse. 63, 70, 73, 100, 93, 61, 62, 50. That week sucks. Those 3 weeks. 99, 98. Yeah. I don't know if it's that bad. Hogan. Yeah, I haven't looked at Hogan actually. What do you got for Hogan? Hogan. What's Hogan even worth? Hogan, what have you done, mate? 113, 165, 66, 86, 69, 105, 59, 61, 76, 114, 61. What's his break even? 70. Interesting. I still don't know my body trades. Jack, I want to do English as a safer pick. Yeah, but Cameron could be the edge I need back in the top 1,000. Interesting, Jack. Jonas, what do you think? Do you think Cameron over English. I like Jonas. Jonas has always got some stuff. One real primo, two fake primos at this stage of the season. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Jonas. That's what makes it hard. Is like you do want to get proper primos, not these speculative picks. Do I got any screenshots where I get two genuine primos? Like I really like Kerno. I don't know why everyone's not as hot as me on Kerno, but I'm just seeing if we've got any screenshots that are relevant that give me two primos. And there was one where I had English and Rao this week, and I don't know how I did it. I don't know if I even screenshotted it. This was one that I did, Jonas, if you're still listening. Closey, Darcy, and Sharp out for Sutherland, English, and Rao. There's two genuine primos. So Closey, Darcy, and Sharp for Sutherland, English, and Rao. That's the only one where I have two genuine primos and no speculative picks. Kerno after his bye. Yeah. I still like Kerno now, though. Maybe that's the more conservative trade is Closey, Darcy, and Sharp for Sutherland, English, and Rao. Maybe I need 3 trades to get 2 proper primos up. Crazy. I need more data on Mackay versus Kerno. Their scorings are so similar. I think I'd rather Kerno over Mackay. Just if they're the same price, I'm probably picking Kerno. But Mackay's value as well too, ridiculously. I still wouldn't mind finishing my side with both of them. Maybe someone comes in this week to do a primo upgrade somewhere, because that's the extra money I need. Unfortunately. Anyway, I think I'll do this for another 2 minutes and then I'll go. But I'm just going to look at my last final trades. Maybe I'll try this. Maybe I'll try Sam Darcy, Jordan Sweet. Who else? I'm going to have to get rid of Jeremy Sharp. I can't play him over the buys. Closey could go big. He's got more money to make. Let's give Sutherland a go. Oh, and I have, if I trade out Sweet, Darcy, and Sharp to Sutherland and 2 players at 1.1 mil, that's a little bit better. Who could you bring in for that? Maybe I can grab 2 midfielders and not go Tom Green route. Maybe just leave the forward line another week and put Jackson into the ruck line as well. Just trade Sweet and Darcy. Yeah, look, I don't even know. How can I get rid of Heaney into the... All right, so 2 midfielders. So if I grabbed Matt Rao, I'd only have 538k for him, for another player. 538k. Here's one for the chat before I go and get out of here. I don't need another midfielder, but it could be handy for this whole Stewart dilemma. I could go Jordan Sweet, Sam Darcy, and Jeremy Sharp for Matt Rao, Max Holmes, and Sutherland. Screenshot that, because that's... Could you keep Max Holmes as an M8? It'd finish off my midfield. I've already got the big dogs like Sarong and Butters and Bont in there. Then I'll have Steele, Took, Rao, Holmes, Sutherland as my bench cover. I might do that. I don't know. Honestly, I won't know until Friday morning. I'll do a Supercoach preview Friday morning. And then I'll do maybe a live stream throughout one of the weeknights or weekend nights. I'm not too sure. Weekend nights. What am I saying? But anyway, I have a play of it and I'll figure out what I'm doing. But anyway, thanks for watching for, the last 2 hours now. So enjoyed it. Craigfit just says just sweeten Darcy. I want to do that, but I don't think I have enough money to do much with it. I know, but I want to burn trades as well. Craigfit. I feel like I'm a primo behind. Jack 550k, 555k is very good value for Rao. Agreed. I really like Rao this week. I paid over 600k for him. Yep, it's hard paying up for the players. Like the only players I really paid up for was Luke Ryan after the price rises. Oh, and Houston and Ryan. I don't think I paid up for midfielders too much. Yeah, look, maybe I won't use all my trades because every player you bring in's got the buy anyway. So anyway, been doing exactly 2 hours. So thanks for everyone that's jumping on board. Been good fun. Sorry for a butchered comments. I'm pretty tired after knocking off at 10 p.m. But enjoyed. There was a fair few of his on, and I'll catch a stream. Look, I will be able to do a Sunday night stream this time because I don't got my boy with me, which makes it difficult. So if I'm not on a stream on a Sunday night, it's generally because I have my son with me. He's only 1, so it's too hard to do a stream when he's there. And you want to spend quality time with them anyway when they're that young, of course. So Sunday game finish at 4 p.m. So I can go live about 6:30, 7 o'clock when the game's done. And yeah, I'll be able to do the stream then, and I'll actually be able to do a stream for the next couple of Sundays at least. So thanks all for watching. If you haven't looked at my team review, do check it out. Give it a like, give it a whatnot, and catch you for the Sunday night stream. And some rage talk, and let me know what you guys traded by then. So it'll be interesting to see how you guys went. Now I think the mark this week is if your side gets over 2,000, I think you climb in the ranks. That's generally what the buyers are like. Anyway, been a good stream. I'll catch you on the next one. Jonas, Crazefit, Jack, etc. Crazefit. I've already mentioned Newt. Well, I've losing my mind. So catch you on the next one. Cheers.